So, just talking about the main event now. Obviously, we've got Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington, and they're headlining UFC 296. Obviously, going into the build up of this fight, I thought Leon Edwards actually had this in a bag, and the reason why I thought that was because I just think technically he's actually better than Colby Covington. I just think he's actually a better fighter than Colby Covington. If you put it into perspective, he's beaten Kamaru Usman twice, while Colby Covington lost him twice. Now, you could say that Kamaru Usman was winning the first fight, and then he lost via head kick KO. And then the second fight, his knees were completely shot. And that's absolutely true. But just looking at it on paper, he's actually beaten him twice. Well, Colby Covington lost him twice. Colby Covington will probably argue that he fought him closer to his prime, and that could be true. But undeniably, you can say that just looking at it on paper, it seems like Leon Edwards just seems like he's on another level. After he's become champion and he defended his title against Usman, I think his confidence level is on a high. Okay, and I just think technically he's a better fighter than Colby Covington. Colby Covington's got probably better cardio. And he's a great wrestler in his own right, okay? But the one thing that I think is gonna put what's it called? Is gonna destroy all them aspirations is what happened yesterday when Colby Covington actually insulted Leon Edwards' father, and I think it was a very low blow. I think he's in Leon Edwards' head a bit. I've never seen Leon Edwards that emotional going into a fight. Usually, Leon Edwards is cool, calm, collected. He's very cerebral, and that's what works for his style. He's that type of guy. He's very cool and calculated. He's very similar to kind of like Chuck Liddell, the Iceman. He's a very cool, calm, collected, cool as a cucumber type fighter. Very cerebral. He uses his head. But this is the first time I've ever seen him an emotional. And I think obviously from a moral perspective, it's not good what Colby said to him, but from a strategic perspective, from the perspective of winning the fight, I think it was the perfect thing that Colby did. He needs to get Leon Edwards emotional so that he can get him out of his game plan. He can get him rattled and position where he can get him in a position where Leon Edwards is not as cerebral and is more emotional, because that gives Colby Covington the advantage. And because of that, I think the fight is going to be more closer. I think Leon Edwards may get more emotional and take more risks and do things that he doesn't need to win, to punish Colby Covington because of the comments that he made. He doesn't just want to win the fight. He wants to completely destroy Colby Covington. And because of that, I think the fight's going to get a lot closer. This is an advantage for Colby Covington, but a disadvantage for Leon Edwards, clearly. So, with that being said, I just think it's one of them situations where, it's one of them situations where the only way Leon Edwards is going to win this and win this decisively is he needs to keep a cool head. He needs to keep his head on straight. He can't let what happened yesterday go into his head. The best way for him to get revenge is to beat him, because with Colby Covington having 3 losses in title fights is going to get him out of the title contention. I mean, I know Colby Covington gets preferential treatment for the UFC, and fair enough, he does. But still, man, even the UFC will struggle to justify him getting another title shot after he loses his 3rd title attempt, right? The UFC is going to struggle to justify that, right? And the fact is, the fact that Colby Covington had to go that low tells me in my own head that he knows that he probably believes he can beat Leon Edwards, but he needs every advantage that he can get. So that tells me he's wary of Leon Edwards. He kind of fears him. He sees him as an opponent, because he wouldn't go to this extent to insult his dead father unless he wanted to get every advantage. It's very similar to when Conor McGregor was trying to get inside Khabib's head. Conor McGregor would never admit this. Colby Covington would never admit this. But the fact that they're getting so personal and they're getting so emotional tells me that they see their respective opponents, which is Leon Edwards and Khabib Nurmagomedov, as very legitimate opposition. They wouldn't do this unless they were going up against someone that they thought could potentially beat them if they're not at their best. So this gives me more credence that I think Leon Edwards could win this fight if he keeps his cool, because he knows that he's going in there. Colby Covington knows that he's going in there against an opponent that deserves to be respected. He can disparage him as much as he wants, but the fact that he's going to this extent tells me that he knows that this is going to be a fight to the death. It's going to be a very tough fight. That's why he's doing this. So Colby Covington is trying to seek out every advantage, and someone in Leon Edwards' team needs to tell him, listen, like, it's obvious that you've got him rattled, that he believes that he can lose this fight. And if he loses this fight, he's going right at the back of the. He's not right at the back of the line because he does have some marketing pull, but he's not going to get another title shot for a very, very, very long time because he's already had 3 title shots, and he knows with the likes of the Shavkat Rakhmonov and all these other fighters coming on the scene like Ian Gary and such, he's going to be at the back of the, not the back of the line, but probably going to have to go through more contenders to get another title shot. So the best thing Leon Edwards can do, if he really wants to get revenge, is just beat him decisively. Don't give him any opportunity to win the fight. He can easily win. So with that being said, I still think Leon Edwards wins this, but I think it's going to be more competitive now that Colby Covington's probably in his head a bit. And he's going to give him... He's going to give him more opportunities than he deserves. Leon Edwards just needs to box and keep this on the back foot and just be strategic, be yourself, right? But I think after the comments that he made about his father, he's going to want to punish him. And there's a possibility that he gets caught with something and Colby Covington wins this fight. So yeah, tell me what you think below. Do you think what I'm saying is true? Or do you think it's going to be a whitewash that Leon Edwards is going to beat him? Or do you think maybe Colby Covington's going to win? Tell me what you think below. And like and subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot more content coming your way. Peace.